Tonight, 30 years of Clueless.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if.
The must-see movie of the 90s that redefined lingo,
Whatever.
attitude,
She's my friend because we both know what it's like to have people be jealous of us. Girlfriend.
and fashion.
What the hell is that?
A dress.
Says who?
Calvin Klein.
Australian rapper Iggy Azalea clearly inspired in her Fancy video.
Clueless is one of those movies you can really escape within.
Influencers and celebrities like Sabrina Carpenter
Would you call me selfish?
No, not to your face.
and Kim Kardashian TikToking their send-ups.
I think it's amazing to see my costumes as Halloween costumes.
And fans are still bugging.
Oh my god, I'm totally bugging.
I think it's lovely that so many people still love it.
In one way, it really baffles me, but in another way, it doesn't surprise me at all.
This special edition of Nightline, as if 30 years of Clueless. We'll be right back. Nightline, as if 30 years of Clueless continues. Here now, Ashin Singh.
Coast to coast, 30 years later, and fans are still bugging over Clueless.
Oh my god, I'm totally bugging.
I used to watch this movie at sleepovers. It's just so like girl-coded from the 90s.
It's my favorite movie of all time. It was like scouring the internet waiting for 30th anniversary screening.
Get off of me!
From the lasting lingo
Ugh, as if.
to the iconic looks.
I'm obsessed with the costumes in this movie.
There's the plaid, and then the Elia, and then the Calvin Klein.
What the hell is that?
A dress.
Says who?
Calvin Klein.
The decade-defining 90s teen movie standing the test of time.
But really contributed heavily to pop culture.
Did you know at the time when y'all were making the movie that it was gonna have a level of cultural influence that would have people talking for a long time?
No, and I think anyone who says they thought that is crazy. And the one thing we knew was it was really fun.
Catapulting a cast of newcomers to stardom.
This was an early role for Paul Rudd. He was virtually unknown. Alicia Silverstone, this film really broke her out in an incredible way.
The weekend that the film came out, and this swarm of kids were at the top of the escalator, like pointing and whispering and pointing and whispering. And I said to my girlfriend, oh, there must be someone famous on the escalator. And they're like all looking at me. I was like, oh my God.
Tonight, come behind the scenes and hear from the cast. And the brains behind it all.
Who are some of the big names who auditioned for Clueless?
Inside the Clueless craze, from the next gen keeping the film's fashion alive,
Girlfriend.
to rapper Iggy Azalea on how Clueless played a role in her monster hit Fancy.
I do think I owe a lot of the success of Fancy to that movie.
As the classic movie marks a major milestone with some of the stars reuniting for a screening.
I think it's lovely that so many people still love it. And we could know, I didn't know that. I was just happy to be there and happy to have the part.
It was July 1995.
Man, the mid-1990s were amazing.
TLC's Waterfalls was #1 on the charts.
The most famous zip code of all time, of course, is 90210. And that was really made famous from Beverly Hills 90210.
The teen show was appointment TV as the drama between Brandon and Kelly played out.
Kel, will you stop the bombing? Emily is just a friend.
According to Brenda, she was more than that last Thanksgiving.
Clueless only made us more fascinated with the Beverly Hills teen. Writer and director Amy Heckerling comes up with an idea. Take Jane Austen's Emma and give the character a 90s spin. This time the matchmaker, Cher Horowitz, set in a Beverly Hills high school.
Clueless is about a wealthy teen girl who is very socially aware about her status, and she decides one day that she wants to do good things for people around her.
It's a character that a lot of people would normally have a problem with. In fact, Jane Austen said, I've written a character that I think no one will like but myself. And when I was thinking of writing something, and I thought of like in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, there's Laura Lee, who's so sure all the men in the world are in love with her.
Once I was in Atlantic City, and all the gentlemen in the hotel wanted to sit at my table.
Characters like that just amuse me. And so I thought, well, what kind of thing could I do with like a teenage girl who just, you can't burst her bubble?
I don't know why Dion's going out with a high school boy. I mean, they're like dogs. You have to clean them and feed them, and they're just like these nervous creatures that jump and slobber all over you. Ew! Get off of me!
Alicia Silverstone, stealing viewers' hearts, strutting across the screen in yellow plaid.
You have Cher, who is kind of the queen bee, a little bit snooty, very well put together. You have Dion, who is, much more kind of sassy and fun. You have Ty, who kind of has this soul makeover done by Cher.
In Clueless, not only does Amy expertly give us these fully developed female characters, but she also gives them a perspective and a voice. And she does that with younger female characters. We had never really captured rightly what it was like being a teenager in the 1990s until Clueless came around.
First thing I do is I put on my blinker. Oh, wait. Okay.
Watch the road, watch the road!
All right.
Stacey Dash, making Dion shine.
I was a teenager when Clueless came out, and to see a black high school student wearing braids and having the friendship circle that she had, in a lot of ways, I felt like I was looking at a reflection of my own life.
Donald Faison plays Dion's boyfriend Murray, and the late Brittany Murphy playing Ty, the new girl at school.
She is just like this cute, adorable, energetic, completely soulful, wonderful person who is also an amazing actress. And yet the one line that like totally like makes me go, ugh, is when she goes, "You're a virgin who can't drive." And I get chills with the way she did it.
I was like, why am I even listening to you to begin with? You're a virgin who can't drive.
Oh, that was way harsh, Ty.
Elisa Donovan's Amber, Cher's frenemy and fashion rival.
She is the type of girl that spent the weekend maybe in Paris at the fashion shows and then comes back and wears that to English class. But she's also a little bit jealous of Cher.
Do you have any favorite scenes from the movie?
I mean, balls flying at your nose, that is something that people ask me to say all the time.
My plastic surgeon doesn't want me doing any activity where balls fly at my nose. Well, there goes your social life.
Paul Rudd as Cher's ex-stepbrother.
Ultimately, they become, romantic interests. I don't know that aged well, but if I'm being honest with you, it was kind of icky in 1995, too.
Breckin Meyer playing Travis.
I was totally broke, skateboarded the audition because I couldn't afford money for the gas, and I didn't have to get into character too much. I knew that I wasn't a stoner, but I knew stoners.
But what was it like actually being Travis Birkenstock?
My favorite part was when Ty is mean to Travis because she's kind of being a mean girl. Could you shove down a little bit?
No. Hello. Don't the slackers prefer that grassy knoll over there?
And the audience feels for Travis, and that was the first time I was like, oh, it worked. That character has a little heart there.
Before the ensemble we know and love, that casting call luring in other big names.
I think Seth Green read for Breckin's part. I think I met with Reese Witherspoon. I knew I wanted Alicia before she even read. I knew I wanted her. There was this confidence and beauty, then there was also this vulnerability. Like when I saw her in the Aerosmith video crying, and I felt like, oh, I care about her.
Heckerling helping define teens on screen with other titles to her name, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High in 1982.
Hey, bud, let's party.
What is it about the teenage experience that sort of fascinated you as a storyteller?
My teenage years were not that great, but I loved movies that had teenagers. Everything that excited me was about people just starting to become grown-ups. And you try on all these different personalities.
Amy was someone where she was so creative. You wanted to make this vision she had exactly how she saw it because it was very specific and it was right.
What are some of your favorite scenes?
My favorite line is, it doesn't say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
And in conclusion, may I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
Teens went wild when the film had its beach premiere hosted by MTV back in 1995.
This has to be the most fabulous premiere, first of all, and the only one ever on the beach.
Cementing the legacy of Clueless, lessons on how to put together a killer outfit.
Well, here it is. Here's the original sketch that we had, you know, the concept art, and then you can see the pictures of the realized outfit, which is so great.
From that signature plaid to the hats and the feathers, the looks in Clueless bringing the script to life.
I think as a costume designer, our blueprint is the script.
Designer Mona May, also behind the costumes in films like Never Been Kissed and The Wedding Singer.
This is her wedding gown that I got to design for her. There was a big task ahead of me. A high school girl wearing high fashion. How do you do that?
She's the Gandalf of the movie. I mean, really, the whole movie is, you know, it's all Amy up there, and then Mona just washed it over with this paintbrush of kind of incredible ideas.
The opening scene, giving a glimpse into Cher's high-tech closet.
She would use her computer to then scroll through a closet and then have like a digitized version of herself try on clothes to see what looked good on her. Those are still goals for so many of us.
Fittings, fittings, fittings. That's all I can say. Alicia Silverstone had 63 changes, which is almost unbelievable.
Truthfully, it is Harley Quinn, Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, those outfits that are burned in your head, and Alicia in Clueless. It really is in, like, you know, movie fashion history.
Yes. Tell me about some of those
Yes.
fits
and
what it was like getting fitted.
Amber takes everything to the nth degree. Maybe she saw something on the news about the military. Okay, so she's gonna put on, you know, full fatigues, but always with a super high, you know, fashion edge.
Did you realize the impact that the wardrobe would have just on, you know, the cultural cachet? Even just that scene where Cher's describing what guys wear in the movie.
It looks like they just fell out of bed and put on some baggy pants.
And I'm sitting here and I'm wearing like baggy jeans and skate shoes. And I'm like, oh man,
Yep.
she clocked me.
It's something that everyone wants to talk to me about. It feels really special to be a part of something like that, that has brought people joy and really made an impact.
Coming up, how the legacy of Clueless lives on.
There's things about it that are just universal.
From the celebrity looks to the fancy song that gave it new life for a younger generation. Stay with us.
This special edition of Nightline, As If, 30 Years of Clueless, continues. Here again, Ashin Singh.
Since Clueless burst onto the scene 30 years ago, its imprint has only continued to grow. First as a TV series, starring some of the original cast. And now, on stage. A musical written by the film's director, Amy Heckerling, playing on the West End in London.
What's up, Cher?
Ugh, as if!
It's a different experience because I'm alone in my room writing when I'm writing a movie, and I'm like the newbie. So it's great to be like an old person learning a new skill.
This month, Mattel releasing special edition Barbies for the film's 30th anniversary, like Mona's collection from the TV show. The movie still inspiring some of today's brightest stars, like Issa Rae, telling The New Yorker how the film influenced her.
It opened my eyes to LA culture, what it was like to be a teenager, how I was supposed to dress.
Every Halloween brings out Cher and Dion costumes, like this one from Sabrina Carpenter.
Would you call me selfish? No, not to your face.
I think it's amazing to see my costumes as Halloween costumes. I mean, even Donald Faison's daughter, Kim Kardashian and her daughter wore the outfits a couple years ago. It's incredible.
My recipe is taking things that I feel are nostalgic and then sparking a newer generation to go back and take interest in that.
Australian rapper Iggy Azalea paying homage to that Clueless nostalgia with her breakout song, Fancy.
First things first, I'm not really.
I do think I owe a lot of Fancy's success actually to Clueless.
Really?
Yeah, I do, because I think if it had have had a different music video, I don't think that it would have been the mega hit that it was.
The 2014 It Girl anthem, breaking records for female rappers, spending 7 consecutive weeks atop Billboard's Hot 100, featuring an up-and-coming Charlie XCX, belting out the song's iconic hook.
I'm so fancy, you already know.
The film, Iggy says, giving her a picture-perfect look into American teen life.
Do you remember watching the movie for the first time?
It's just one of those ones that I've watched so many times I couldn't tell you. Growing up and watching videos and movies and television shows in America and how different that was. Clueless is something that I think even for an American, you know, you can kind of like buy into the fantasy of that, of her closet and the vocabulary, and she's Valley Girl, but they also have like a really extensive vocabulary. And so for someone that loves escapism, especially as a kid, Clueless is one of those movies you can really escape within.
Was that your chance to live out your fantasy as like getting to be Cher?
Of course it was, of course, 100,000,000%. And I was nervous when I did it because, well, once it started to blow up so much, I was like, oh, I hope that, you know, she would like approve.
Alicia, in turn, dusting off that iconic ensemble and getting fancy on lip sync battle.
I was very happy about that.
Iggy Azalea, she is my hero in a way. I mean, when I saw the video, I couldn't believe it.
What is it like to see the tentacles that this movie has had 3 decades later?
In one way, it really baffles me, but in another way, it doesn't surprise me at all, because when something really impacts pop culture and society in such a way that is, I think, really positive and really bright, it resonates. And I think we're in a time where we want to experience that even more, where we are looking for light and hope and joyful things.
Coming up, where would these beloved Clueless characters be today? Stay with us.
Where do you think the gang would be today?
Cher came of age. It's like a character starts out with like problems and things and blindnesses, and then they learn something at the end.
I hope he's very happy with Ty raising rescue dogs and rescue children. And I'm sure he's very happy about the legalization of marijuana.
What would Amber be up to today? And what would she be wearing?
She'd probably be, maybe she'd be like Lady Gaga's designer, like the meat dress and all that sort of. I think she either owns and runs her own fashion line, and maybe Cher works for her, which delights her to no end, or she just married a really wealthy guy and she's driving him crazy.
If life could be like it is in Clueless and just stay that way, I think it would be good. While I was doing it, it was the most fun I've ever had. I was just so lucky to have these people.